and he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Kansas State's offense will have the football first. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing.
Oh, he's got some space. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
They boot it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Baylor's offense will go to work for the first time. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, they even stop him.
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Quarterback keeper. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Got his man on the right.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again and again and again. Just wears you out.
Now on the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. To the ground with the back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Kansas State quick to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
To the ground, he's got it again. Jukes his way for more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They'll try the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
The official says no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
He lobs one high down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Dropping back, it's Horn. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
He might want another play. To the air on second down. That's caught. It's Stewart. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never gonna be a cornerback. That's not gonna happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm gonna go attack and make some plays.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal for bunch on fourth down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like fourth and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the...
and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Baylor!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Gonna run it. It's Wells. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Kansas State pushing the pace. Wants to go up top. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Yeah, a nice job on the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Horn. The quick out. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Turning it off! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Touchdown Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Louisville found a way to pull out a victory It wasn't vintage Cardinals football today. Those Cards fans won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. Never know what can happen when two good teams. Off. But even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Hey, Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Kansas State quick to the line. Third down play from the gun. Trying to get behind the defense. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. And he muffs it. It's loose. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play.
When you're a return specialist, you're trying to make huge plays. You only get a couple cracks at it a game. You want to make something happen. Unfortunately, he put on the turf. At least his team recovered. But I will say this, the conversation on the sideline, it won't be fun for the special teams team.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one.
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback making checks. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Horn. Slings it downfield. incomplete on the deep ball.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it here.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got his man at the 45 on his way. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. The Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Finds a tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds a man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Kansas State pushing the pace.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wells. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got it behind the line. It's Wells. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. He's got his man. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. And it's right down the boulevard. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Horn. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job at his decision-making.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Dorsey. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking to throw on third. With the catch, it's Dorsey. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco.
Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the third quarter. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is...
Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, with some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Horn. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Bears are in the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll try to get the first through the air. Puts it out of the air. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella. At the 20, he's got space. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Baylor! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Looking downfield, it's Horn. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Stewart. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Sprinting away. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Bears have taken it inside the 20. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on fourth down. They'll go for the hat trick. Calls his own number. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Man, and they did the hard work. Nice job being physical, getting that fourth down and short, and now you got 4 chances from the 1-yard line. This offense is in great position.
Touchdown, Bears! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw. It's Horn. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
A loss of 11 on the play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They're looking to pass from the red zone. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Rice came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Houston had to sweat things out for much of the 2nd half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Always fun to see 2 of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Here we go. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. They'll try it over the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete on the comeback. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires complete on the crosser. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than...
Oh, he's got some space. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Pulls and fires complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
The Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to sneak it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They bring the punter onto the field now. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. At the 15, he's loose. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Might be changing the route. To the air. It's Horn. Buys a little time. Got his man downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10.
Man, let it rip, young fellow. I mean, closing in on 450 yards, throwing the ball early and often with a lot of success.
And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up. The Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Loves a room to run. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
I'll tell you, you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
Go straight ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They'll look to pin them deep. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Working the middle, it's complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Under fire. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents, start from finish.